Hi guys. So I'm back for another Fear the Walking Dead review, and in this episode kind of reminds me of a villain from Far Cry 5. So yeah, I'm going to be talking about spoilers about the recent Fear the Walking Dead episode. Which sorry guys, I've been a bit late to this, but yeah, I'll also be talking about a bit of spoilers from Far Cry 5. Well, I guess how the game ends because I'm basically going to compare Teddy, the Fear the Walking Dead villain, the latest villain, to Joseph Seed because they do have a lot of similarities, in my opinion. Yeah. So yeah, spoilers for both Fear the Walking Dead's latest episode and Far Cry 5's ending, and just basically Joseph Seed's character in general. So yeah, also I haven't really played New Dawn, so I'm not really sure how much actually happens with that game. But yeah. So yeah, if you've played Far Cry 5, Joseph Seed kind of was like a cult leader who kind of predicted that the world was going to end, and then it ends. And it's kind of the same with Teddy because in this first scene in the episode, we see that Teddy's on death row, and we already know that basically John Dory's father is the one who locked him up, and that's kind of similar to what happens with, well, basically at the end of Far Cry 5, and what was going to happen at the beginning of the game as well, when the sheriff comes to lock him up. But then he has people there to protect him. But then at the end of the game, when you defeat him, he's getting locked up again. But then the world actually ends, and that's what happens with Teddy in Fear the Walking Dead in the opening, where he's in prison. But then the world just ends, and then all the guards get eaten, and then he gets to escape basically. Yeah, and it's like a whole new world made for him basically. It's kind of just like Joseph Seed and Teddy. They're just so similar. I mean, I haven't played New Dawn to see what happens with Joseph Seed in that game because I know Joseph Seed's in New Dawn, and it seems like you're kind of working with him, which is, yeah, strange. And he actually had an interest in the main character, even though the main character did to his family. Like he wanted to make sure he survived as well. I mean, well, make sure though, I mean, because he actually saved him. And at the end of this episode, basically, when we find out that Ted is trying to destroy all of the world or whatever his plan is with some missile. I mean, we kind of find out that the submarine holds a missile that could destroy all of the area. It could, probably affect Morgan and just basically everyone who's living around that area. It would kind of like start a whole new world for him. And it would basically become, Far Cry New Dawn, which I still haven't played that yet. And I still need to play a lot of Far Cry games. The only one I have on my channel is Far Cry 3, but yeah. But yeah, my point is that, man, those characters are just so similar, man. Like a lot of the things that happen, like I said, the sheriff arrests him when the world ends, and it kind of shows that he was right, because people just viewed him as crazy. Like, because we hear that Teddy's mother kind of viewed him as crazy, and then I guess Teddy ends up killing his mother, which he says to Alicia. Yeah. But I still don't fully know why he wants Alicia to live. What, just because it reminds like him as his mother? Because he basically killed his mother, and he probably regrets that. But then he feels like he's getting a second chance with letting Alicia live. Like he's doing the right thing by doing that, and it makes up for killing his mother for not believing in him and just sending him to the mental hospital or wherever he went. Yeah. Also, we get to see that Alicia meets some of her old friends from the stadium. Because at the time when, the stadium got destroyed and her mother sacrificed herself to protect Alicia and the others, some of them, actually survived, like, I guess, Cole and two others. There was more, but then they got kind of wiped out by this group. And then they decided to become more like this group that wiped a lot of them out. So they basically Cole and the others kind of become bad guys, and I kind of predicted it before they even betrayed Alicia, because basically something happens. Oh yeah, Dekota. Yeah. After this episode, they just like Dakota needs to die, because she went from being on Virginia's side, which basically that was her mother and stuff. So yeah, and all the things that happened with her and betraying her friends, killing them, I mean, you could say that's kind of because of the mother, but after, and killing John Doe, which, man, when she did that, man, Jesus Christ. And then she gets a second chance from her mother's death. I mean, she wasn't supposed to die, she was just supposed to get locked up, but yeah. It's just, now she's working with the new villains now, like, once you side with two villains, you have to die. Dakota needs to die. And you can kind of see that, yeah, Alicia was kind of surrounded by a lot of villains, like people who she once knew have become villains. The newest villain, Teddy, who's trying to turn her into the dark side, or whatever I should say. And then Dakota, the one who betrayed them, kind of twice now. Like, yeah, Alicia's kind of surrounded by a lot of bad people, and it seems like they're all trying to turn her. Like, even Dakota says that you're starting to become a lot like us, because it gets to a point where, when Cole and them show their true colors, Alicia has to make the hard choice to, actually kill them because they was going to kill her. Yeah. And I guess they was using Teddy to get to something as well. And they was gonna kill Dakota, but then with them two, I don't care. They just, like, they can die, but yeah. Betraying Alicia, who was family. I mean, because they basically knew Alicia for like, was it 3 years? However long the stadium lasted. I think it was like 3 years. And they was willing to kill Alicia. They did say they was going to bury her, but still, like, that's still messed up. Because the others, I guess, was going to be like a warning sign, like Dakota and Teddy. But yeah, Alicia gets the upper hand and, basically kills them, because there's basically walkers that come and stop them from getting killed. Yeah. And, Alicia had to put them all down. And I guess that was Teddy's plan the whole time, but it's still kind of convenient. But and then Dakota coming, like, all that happening. My God, yeah. Because I guess that was Teddy's plan the whole time, to maybe run into someone who she once knew or something. I don't understand how his plan, like, worked out so perfectly. It was so weird. Yeah, how convenient that was to run into Cole, like someone from her past when her mother was alive and stuff, like, and Nick, because she kind of tells him about Nick too, like not surviving. And she kind of says that, Victor and Luciano are still alive, but yeah. And at the end, Victor kind of, gets in contact with Alicia, because she's kind of in trouble in that moment. Yeah. Because even after they take him out, like, yeah. Was Alicia actually going to kill Teddy? Because Teddy just actually doesn't want to kill Alicia, because he views her as the future for the new beginning that he's gonna make. And if they actually succeeded, basically the world would have ended like twice, or could you say 3 times, because of when the dinosaurs got extinct. I don't know if that's going too far, but yeah. Yeah, we'll see where that goes, because Alicia's trapped right now. But it seems like in the next episode, Morgan and everyone are gonna, Victor and everyone are gonna, go into the submarine and save her, because she kind of gave a few details of what's going on. Yeah. And I guess giving away that key was a big mistake. So I guess Morgan was kind of right to hold on to that, because it was important for a reason. Yeah. That, it's that the submarine's gonna launch a missile that's gonna destroy everything. So yeah. So yeah. I guess it was a decent episode. Got some cool stuff with Alicia. Like, is she kind of turning more dark after killing people that she once knew? I mean, she kind of said that she kills the people who are actually a threat to the world, instead of just killing everyone, like what Teddy's doing, because he wants to kill everyone. Where Alicia just wants to kill the people who deserve to be killed, which, what a lot of characters have been doing for a long time, even having to make the hard choice to kill people who was once on their side. Yeah. And Dakota, man, she kind of feels like the daughter that, she never had. Yeah, man. Because she's kind of done things that not even Shane got to do. Like, he got close to killing Wick, but yeah, he never actually was able to do it. But then Dakota, man, she's killed so many people that were on her side. Yeah. And I can't wait for her to die. But yeah. So yeah, Alicia's trapped right now. she's kind of in a fallout situation where the world's gonna end, and she's gonna be one of the remaining survivors. But yeah, we already know it's gonna work out. Morgan's gonna rescue her, and yeah, next week. I don't know. Is that the last episode next week? I'm not sure. It seems like it's gonna be the last episode, but yeah. It's been a good season. I mean, these last 3 episodes have been, I guess, okay. The one with John Dory's father was pretty good. But yeah, it's been a good season. But now, should I say that season 3 is still the best, though? Yeah, I'm just going to say season 3 is still the best, but I'd put this in, like, second place. Yeah. But yeah, guys, that's my review of the recent episode. I guess I'll review the next one on like, Tuesday or Wednesday, whenever I don't have work. But yeah. I'll see you in the next one, guys. Peace.
One look, the heat is rising, and I've been cold for so long.